Hi guys, welcome back. Today is another makeup mystery investigation. One of these weeks I'm gonna have like a magnifying glass when I say that, but anyways, if you watched last week's video, we chose 3 items. We chose the Urban Decay Naked Skin One and Done Hybrid Complexion Perfector. I got it. We also chose the Urban Decay Naked Skin Weightless Complete Coverage Concealer. This is the mini one. And then we chose a skincare product, which is the Pure Identity Luxe Firming Eye Cream. So, if you're interested to know what I discovered in my investigation this week, just keep on watching. The first item that we're going to talk about is skincare, and this again is the Pure Identity Luxe Firming Eye Cream. The applicator looks like this. It is a nice little metal foot for helping to spread out the eye cream. This is $39. I purchased mine at Ulta, but you can also purchase it directly from the Pure website. You do get 0.67 ounces of product, and Pure is 100% cruelty-free, environmentally responsible, and formulated in the USA, in case that matters to you. Also, the Pure website, which I will add, was a little bit tough to navigate. So if you do go there to purchase the product, I link it all down below. I will tell you that I first searched for the entire name, Identity Pure or Luxe Firming Eye Cream. It did not come up. I then just entered eye cream into the search bar. It did not come up. Third, I went to their skincare section by way of their menu and scrolled through everything and finally found this. So it may be easier to get it off of Ulta and you get your points that way. But the Pure site has to say, firm and tighten the look of aging eyes and smooth away the appearance of fine lines, crow's feet, and more with this luxurious anti-aging formula. Combining intensive hydrators and antioxidants with the renewing power of lactic acid and a key peptide, Identity fights visible signs of under-eye aging while preventing future damage from appearing. The cooling metal applicator allows you to massage the ingredient into the eye area for quicker absorption. I tried applying it a couple different ways, one just with my ring finger, how I would a normal eye cream sans the applicator, but I also did use this applicator, especially in the morning, just because it is cooling. It feels nice. It feels like it does depuff the under eye area, and it felt nice. This is in my spring project pan, so I made a dent in this bad boy this week, but I will say the formula is okay, and if you're not struggling yet with mature skin under your eyes, this is probably a good and sufficient eye cream for you. For me, I don't feel like it's quite hydrating enough, which is a real bummer because it was expensive, and I do love the applicator, but I probably will not repurchase this. So those are my thoughts on this. Let me know in the comments below if you have tried it, if you love it, if you think I should try something different. What are your recommendations for under eye creams? Like, we're talking mass quantities of hydration is what I'm looking for. So there is that. And let's go ahead on to foundation, because that is what I would do next. This is the Urban Decay Naked Skin One and Done Hybrid Complexion Perfector with a broad spectrum SPF of 20. According to urbandecay.com, this does come in 6 shades, which is not great, but it is a lot like a BB cream in terms of it is a sheer coverage. It is $36 and it is 100% cruelty free, and you do receive 1.3 ounces of product. So this is what Urban Decay has to say about this product. Naked Skin One and Done Hybrid Complexion Perfector combines all of the benefits of skin treatment and protection with the coverage of a sheer foundation. This multitasking cream is the best of both worlds. Instantly blur imperfections and even out skin tone for beautifully perfected ultra definition skin. Our high-tech weightless formula provides all-day wear and feels amazing. But the best part is how it transforms the look of your skin. Light diffusing spheres instantly help make flaws seem to disappear. Over time, pores look smaller and skin appears noticeably firmer and more radiant. In a clinical study of naked skin one and done, a majority of participants had an immediate improvement in the look of skin tone that lasted for up to 8 hours. It also says the convenient airless pump makes it easy to get every last bit out, which I hope, because this is not cheap. And to be quite frank with you, I feel like it goes kind of fast. Like, I feel like I made a huge dent just using this for 4 or 5 days this week. However, I do really like this product. It is a very sheer, I'm gonna see if I can show you on the back of my hand. Just put a teeny bit back here, and as you can see, as I blend it, it's, you know, essentially disappears. It does sort of dry down to a matte finish, though they call it a demi-matte finish. It is what I'm wearing today, but I'm also wearing ambient lighting powder over that. I always have a radiant face because that's what I like. So let's talk about tools and primers that I used along with this week and what I preferred. First, we'll talk about primers. These are the primers that I used. I used the Dr. Brandt Luminizer primer. That one. I used the Becca First Light primer, the purple one. Today, I have the Becca Backlight Perfecting Primer on underneath this product. And yesterday I did try the Milk Makeup Blur Stick as a primer under this product. My favorite primer to use with this, in terms of both overall how it made my skin look and also how it performed throughout the day, was the Becca First Light Priming Filter. I not only love this primer, but I think it pairs really well with this product. So that was what I found. The only one I really didn't care for in terms of performance underneath this product was the Milk Blur Stick, but that's actually not a surprise because I don't really like this. But it is super mattifying, and I thought I'd give it a shot. What I did discover is, because this is such a dry product, when I put this, which is sort of a cream to powder finish, on top, if I blended too much, it tended to ball up a little bit underneath the product. So that's no bueno. So yes. And then I tried a whole bunch of different tools this week. This is #real life. My stuff is dirty because I use it. It is sponge washing day. So these are not super clean, but this is the L'Oreal Infallible sponge. I used this to apply it. This is the Eco Tools. No, it is not Eco Tools. This is the Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge. And then this is the Flower Beauty Sponge, which is new to me. And then today I used the Bare Minerals Perfecting Face Brush. We had gotten this is gonna be really hard to see, but we had gotten this, I believe, in a BoxyCharm, and it actually has a little cut out in the middle here where you can squirt, that sounds horrible. Yes, you can pump the product into this little dent in the middle and apply it to your face that way. It was fine. It was not my favorite, but then again, using a foundation brush is not my preferred method of putting a foundation on. So I felt like it kind of lifted the baby hairs on my face and put the product underneath. It just gave a lot of texture to my face that I wasn't a big fan of. I mean, it's all settled down now because I've used setting spray and I've used my finishing powder and all of that, but not my favorite. And then out of the sponges, I think my favorite one for applying this product was this L'Oreal Infallible sponge. It is one of my favorites out of the 3 sponges that I have currently. I just felt like it was really good at applying this product. It's the smoothest. I don't know. If anybody has this sponge, you'll know what I'm talking about, but it has almost like this coating on the outside that coats the sponge. And I think because of that, it doesn't soak up product and it gives just a really smooth finish to the skin. Sometimes that matters depending on the product I'm using, and in this case it absolutely was. Again, this is a cream to powder finish, so I think a really smooth application is what is desired, at least in my opinion, and I thought the L'Oreal Infallible Sponge worked the best. So that's that. I love this. Again, my only gripe is that it seems like it goes pretty fast. I have to use pretty near to 4 little pumps of this product in order to cover my face. You know, it is a very sheer foundation. I would compare this to a BB cream other than it dries down to a powder finish. Not powdery, but matte, you know, demi-matte like they say. So I love this. I absolutely recommend this if they have something in your shade, because it is a sheer foundation. I think that the shades are going to be a little bit more forgiving in terms of an exact shade match. So I do recommend it. I will probably purchase this again come summer. I think the cream to powder, you know, sheer light coverage, lightweight, all of that, including the extra little bit of SPF, would be nice for the summer. So there is that one. And then the last product we have to talk about is the Urban Decay Naked Skin Weightless Full Coverage Concealer. I have mine in the shade Light Neutral, and this is just a mini. They do have this in the full size. The mini sells at Ulta for $12, and they only have 2 shades. That's the one downside to That is the one downside to the mini. And you do get 0.6 ounces of product in the mini. And then talking about the full size is $29 on both urbandecay.com and Ulta. It has 16 shades and you do get 0.16 ounces of product. So yeah, Urban Decay again is 100% cruelty free and vegan. The product description they have to offer on their website says, hide even your most scandalous flaws. Naked Skin Weightless Complete Coverage Concealer gives you buildable, even coverage with a luminous demi-matte finish. Not luminous, I will tell you that. Spoiler alert. Ultra lightweight, this high-tech formula melds like a second skin to give you full coverage in an instant. For complete coverage, just keep building. And no matter how much you apply, Naked Skin Concealer always blends beautiful and never settles into fine lines. I call bullshit. We loaded Naked Skin Concealer with lots of ingredients that are good for your skin. Matrixyl 3000 contains anti-wrinkle peptides to improve skin's youthful appearance and elasticity. Japanese green tea revitalizes and helps reduce the appearance of fine lines. And Lycoderm, which is derived from the lychee fruit, protects against dehydration, resulting in a brighter, more radiant complexion. And sodium hyaluronate helps skin attract and retain moisture. Let's see, anything else on that? No. Okay. Again, I'm calling bullshit on a few of these things. I don't get paid so I can say things like this on my channel. I do love this concealer. This is one of my favorites in my collection for sure. It is definitely lightweight. It definitely is a demi-matte finish. I don't know why they claim luminous, because there is nothing luminous about this concealer. Again, it is what I'm wearing today. The shade is a good match for me. So let's talk about the things I used to apply and put underneath of this product this week. I did 2 days use the Becca, what do they call this? Under Eye Brightening Corrector. You've seen this, it's luminous. I don't really like it under this product though. I don't like it under a lot of products. It is very emollient and tacky, and I feel like that messes with the ability to put the concealer over top of it. I definitely would not encourage you to keep building and layering this and think that it is actually going to blend out no matter how much you put on there. If you look under my eyes, it clearly settles into fine lines, which most concealers do. I don't know why any companies claim that things don't fall into fine lines because they do. I did try both this small concealer brush, it's called a Max Coverage Concealer Brush from Bare Minerals, this week, and I also tried this fluffy, it's actually a foundation brush, but it's very soft and it's somewhat flat. It's pinched at the ferrule here. I didn't prefer that at all. I did try applying it with my finger. That also was not my favorite method. And then what I ended up deciding, which I probably already knew, is that I do prefer to apply this concealer with a beauty sponge. I tried all of them, you know, this week. One works just as well as the next for buffing out or blending out this concealer. So yeah, that's kind of the nitty gritty of the 3 products that we had this week. I have decided for this week at least to skip the ingredient analysis. I'm not for sure how many people actually enjoy that, and it does make this portion of the mystery makeup investigation quite long for you guys. So please comment down below if you would like to see the ingredient analysis come back next week or in the next video. I'd be happy to do that for you guys, but it does actually make the video quite a bit longer, just in terms of conveying the information. So that's that. I enjoyed getting into all of those products this week. They will continue to play their part in my collection until they're gone. But let's go ahead and draw for next week. The first thing we're gonna draw for is the palette of the week, and we're getting down to the nitty gritty. So I'm very, very excited. I'm kind of hoping Sweet Peach like last week. So let's go ahead. Oh, it is the Pure Soiree Diaries. So get ready for some metallic neutral looks. We will throw that away because we won't be using that again. And let's go ahead and draw 3 products or product categories for next week, and then I'll go pick them. The first one is face primer. The second product is blush, and you know I love me some blush. And the last product for next week will be a single eyeshadow. Oh my. All right, I'm gonna go pick my products and I'll be right back. Okay, we are back and we have our products for next week picked. So the first thing was a face primer. And because I haven't really given this too much of a chance because it competes with some of my favorites in my collection, I'm gonna go ahead and work on this luminizer primer from Dr. Brandt that we received in BoxyCharm. So far I like it, but I really want to get in depth and test it with some different foundations. And then second, right, we picked blush. I have 2 here, and that's totally not cheating because they're going to have a similar formula and everything like that. This is just 2 different shades because we wouldn't want a repeat of me talking about them in the future, and that is the ambient lighting blushes here. I have this one is Mood Exposure, and this one here is called Diffused Heat. This is very much a favorite of mine, and this is newer to my collection, so I'll be excited to flip-flop between these 2 next week. So there is that. And then the last thing was a single eyeshadow. I do love this one, but I want to look more into the company and things like that. Maybe a little bit into the ingredients because this is such a different kind of product. But this is the Colorpop Super Shock Shadow Ultra Glitter in the shade Bouncy. Look at that. It's like, I don't know, it has like a taupey base to it, but then it has like green and pink or purple shift to it. I'm going to give you a little swatch. Doesn't feel overly secured in the pan, which kind of makes me nervous. This is kind of sheer, but I do think it can be built up a little bit in opacity, but let's see if we can catch the light here. See? I don't know. I just think she's pretty. So yeah, this is the only Colorpop thing I have, let alone shadow. So I'm going to give this a real test this week, decide how I like to apply it, if it works better with a finger, a brush, setting spray, what have you. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for next Monday when we will talk about the 3 items I just showed you. If you did like this video, if you love this series, please click the like button. Leave me a comment down below about whether you would like to see ingredients analysis in future videos, or if you'd rather just hear about my investigation and how I prefer to use it and what I tried. So I also hope you will subscribe while you're here if you would, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye!